Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 22nd, 2024. So based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located in Lucerne at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a DEFCON level event in the United States or elsewhere by the date of Memorial Day, May 27th of 2024. So exactly what is planned is not known, but this is going to be a watershed moment in time, and likely resulting in an international emergency, a national emergency in the United States, possibly featuring a major assassination or death event targeting one of three presidential candidates. That's Joseph R. Biden, Donald J. Trump, or Robert F. Kennedy Jr., likely resulting in martial law, deployment of the National Guard, cancellation or postponement of the 2024 U.S. election, and or a quarantine and lockdown in the aftermath of a biological outbreak or release of a novel airborne contagion. In other words, the CIA is planning to stage a major false flag by the date of May 27th. This is designed to basically turn the world upside down because Memorial Day is like the end of the school year, and then everybody goes on summer holiday, and so this is basically the last time this year, the last weekend, if you will, where people are at home watching TV before everybody goes on with their summer plans. So exactly what's planned is obviously not known, but it's highly likely that the CIA will stage a apocalyptic comet or asteroid strike. Just a few days ago, last month, there was a asteroid attack or explosion over Berlin, and they just had another one last week over Portugal and Spain. So some major space rock attack is expected. There's also the possibility that the CIA will stage Chinese, Iranian, or Russian biological attacks, chemical attacks, dirty bomb attacks, possibly under the guise of Islamic terrorists. There's also the possibility that the CIA will stage ballistic missile strikes or nuclear ICBM strikes by Iran, Pakistan, North Korea, or Russia, possibly targeting Ukraine, Japan, South Korea, Israel, or the United States. And it's also the possibility that the CIA will stage weaponized contagion attacks such as anthrax, Ebola, smallpox, etc. It's also highly likely that the CIA will stage cyber attacks under the guise of anonymous China, Iran, Russia, etc., or North Korea, targeting airlines or airports, satellites, nuclear ICBMs, Wall Street, nuclear reactors, power grids, or banking and credit card systems. There's also the possibility that the CIA will stage nuclear reactor attacks, mustard gas attacks, white phosphorus attacks, ammonium nitrate bombings in the United States or elsewhere, most likely in the four wars that are going on right now: the Russo-Ukrainian war in Russia and Ukraine, the Syrian civil war in Syria, the Yemeni civil war in Yemen, and or the Israeli-Hamas war in Israel and Palestine. It's also highly likely that the CIA will stage some sort of Chinese Pearl Harbor-like attack, possibly targeting islands in the South Pacific, such as Guam or New Caledonia, where French President Emmanuel Macron will be this week, or targeting U.S. or NATO ships sailing in the Pacific Ocean. So as I do in all these videos, I just want to highlight a couple events that are going on this weekend. So in the event that the CIA does stage a major false flag this weekend, it will most likely target at religious or political or related entities or sporting events. Also government agencies are likely to suffer an attack. So in that case, we have major events going on. But before I get into those, I just want to highlight that these attacks will most likely come in the aftermath of made-for-TV riots. So the CIA is planning to stage a heinous race war attack this weekend possibly targeting African Americans or other minorities, most likely actors, athletes, etc. I just published, or I'm going to publish a report about a doxing raid targeting Diddy and his family, so that may be the impetus for these riots. But there's two trials going on right now. There's one trial, and then the Supreme Court is hearing the Trump immunity clause. So a decision in these particular cases, the one at the Supreme Court and the one at the New York State, New York Supreme Court, the hush money trial, so to speak. So the CIA is planning on staging a verdict, and then they'll either have celebratory riots if Trump is convicted, and then they'll stage attacks on those people, and then if Trump is not indicted, then they'll stage riots as well. So either way, if he's guilty, or if he's let free, or if he's granted immunity, or if he's denied immunity, whatever way, the CIA is planning on staging some sort of a decision from these two particular courts in D.C. and New York this weekend, which will basically green light all these agent provocateurs. Most of them are from Israel. They're not even U.S. citizens. They've been flown in here along with a bunch of gang members, and then they're going to just raise hell in Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York, etc. And then that'll trigger martial law and the deployment of the National Guard, etc. So shit's going to hit the fan. So a decision in these particular two cases regarding Trump is expected this weekend as the impetus for these major riots. That being said, the date of the 23rd, the morning of the 24th, marks 13,069 days since the CIA founded Al-Qaeda. This is the 6 and 9 numerology found in the nuclear attacks in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So some sort of Al-Qaeda nuclear bomb plot may be in order. The date of the 23rd also marks 4,088 days since Xi Jinping became president. And if you know anything about numerology, the number 88 is sacred in Swiss neo-Nazi numerology, because this is HH, which is Heil Hitler, and it has all these other implications, which I won't get into. But so some sort of major attack by China is expected, possibly targeting ships or South America, possibly Brazil or Argentina. The 23rd also marks 1,388 days since the CIA staged the Beirut bombing. This was from an old Russian tanker, they said, which is this blast wave that killed a bunch of people in Beirut. So some sort of major bombing attack is expected, possibly targeting a port. So in respect to the events which may be targeted this weekend, aside from your NBA games, playoff games, WNBA games, Major League Baseball games, and so on, there's a couple of high-profile events. Firstly, we have the Monaco, the F1 Formula One race in Monaco. This is on the Mediterranean, so some sort of Iranian attack may be in order. On May 26th, we have the Indianapolis 500 in Indianapolis, Indiana. And then we have a Trump rally in the Bronx on the 23rd. This is going to have probably like 150,000 people there, maybe. I'm just guessing because it's an outdoor venue. So some major event, mass panic, stampede, terror attack, earthquake, some sort of major event is probably planned. Then we have Biden is traveling to West Point, New York on the 25th of May. And so some sort of an attack or terror event targeting Biden, assassination event, or targeting West Point may be in order. Then on the 26th, the next day on Sunday, Trump is expected to attend the NASCAR race in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so some sort of major event may be in order targeting Trump and or the NASCAR event, which is coincidentally right on the ocean. So the Israeli Navy may attack it and blame Iran. I previously mentioned that the CIA is planning on staging a heinous race war attack. So last week they staged this arrest of Scotty Scheffler at Valhalla Golf Course in Kentucky. And so this is designed to foreshadow some sort of an arrest event targeting an athlete at a sporting event, which will likely result in a asphyxiation-related death or a shooting or some sort of police-related death event targeting an African American or minority athlete. Also, a couple weeks ago, Novak Djokovic, who's like the best tennis player in the world, he was hit in the head with an object, a water bottle, during an event in Europe. And so some sort of attack targeting an athlete this is expected this weekend, most likely race war in nature. On the 24th, we have a SmackDown, WWE SmackDown event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, which may come under attack. And on that day, we also have the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark playing Angel Reese in Los Angeles, some sort of race war attack or brawl, possibly gang related, may be in order. On the 25th, we have a high-profile cricket match between Pakistan and England in Birmingham. So England or the match may come under attack. We have a boxing match in Copenhagen on the same day. And then on the 25th, we also have a match featuring Lionel Messi versus the Vancouver Whitecaps in Vancouver, British Columbia. So some sort of Chinese attack or invasion or missile strike surrounding that game is expected. This is also coincidentally the Jewish holiday of Lag Bomer, and so some sort of terror event is expected on that day, or the 26th, which is also the same holiday. So anyways, in conclusion, some sort of major false flag or invasion by Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, some sort of cyber attack, some sort of major event is expected this weekend, Memorial Day. So I'm publishing this video in the hopes that it will obviously thwart these impending events, which I'm going to detail in reports. But in the event that shit hits the fan this weekend, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal military intelligence and law enforcement officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Praying for a peaceful weekend. Peace.